unique year a little bit. We had a blend of high school players, junior college players, and also the transfers from UAB, which was kind of the new deal for us with that program folding down. So it was a good year for us. I think it's probably the most talent we brought in one year since I've been here. When you get some older guys like we have, from I think 4 junior college guys at mid-break, adding UAB players, and 6 of those are starters. So we feel like it's overall a good class blended in with that high school bunch. And we feel like we've really got some really good players, especially on defense out of high school. And so overall, I feel real good about it, and looking forward to next season. See how these guys can do.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, let's start with a guy like Jalen. A highly recruited guy here, chose to stay here. Number one, what's to say about the program? Number two, how is that going to help down the road, seeing somebody that Miami wants and other schools around the country want, and he stays here?
We've been recruiting Jalen since last spring, and my staff did a great job recruiting him. He felt real comfortable here. His family felt comfortable here. He wanted to help bring this program to a high level, and getting a guy like Jalen Thompson, as explosive as he was in high school, and as many SEC and ACC schools that were after him, that's just a good shot in the arm for us, and we feel great about having him. He's a very good competitor, and gotten to know him a little bit over the last year or so, and he's the kind of guy who's going to bring a lot of confidence to the football program, and also some great skills on the field as well. Defensively, I felt like, just starting over there, I think our secondary guys that we signed, I really feel good about those guys. We got a couple corners, a couple safeties that I think are really good football players. And the longer I've been in this business, the more I realize that if you're good back there, you can do a lot of things up front. So we put a lot of time and effort to get some great guys back in the secondary. We feel like that's probably the strong suit on defense. Offensively, if you started counting the UAB players and the JUCOs did all offense, I think we signed a total of 5 offensive linemen. And I feel real good about it. We're starting to get some real good tackle-looking bodies, the long 6'5" guys that have length. In the years past, it was hard to get them. But now, in fact, we've been Division I and coming up our 3rd year, we're starting to get those players now. So athletic tackles is probably one of the biggest things we felt like offensively that we've got.
Was it difficult managing numbers this year with the number of transfers that you had coming in terms of talking with high school kids?
It was very, very tough, because you look at it, it's really we're going to have a couple more hopefully coming in the summer that will put us up to 9, and so you're only talking about 25 kids you can sign. That really skews your numbers, and you really had we really kind of had to pull some scholarships back, and not the guys that committed. The guys that we had offers to, we had to pull those offers back because we had instant guys with the UAB players. So it was a very different year as far as that goes. I've never been through anything like that. Probably won't go through it again. But it was a good thing. We brought guys in immediately that could play, and we got a good blend, I think.
Can you talk a little bit about the talent that's coming from the UAB group after their 6-6 year last year and the success that they had turning around the program?
Anytime you get experience on your team, again, I mentioned earlier, we had 6 guys that were starting and other guys actually played. When you bring that factor on your team, it's got to help. And the second thing is, with Coach Vincent being there, they know a system. I mean, they played in this system. So now, when they get here day one, they're going to understand what we're asking them to do. There's no terminology, things to worry about. They know exactly what's expected of them. And that experience factor is just critical. You take a guy that's played Division I football for 3 years or 2 years or 4 years. It's a big advantage, and so having those 7 that we have right now on the list is certainly going to help us.